I am so grateful now that I have plenty of money in the bank, and I love thinking about what I can buy next. It's so wonderful to live in abundance, to have the nicer things in life that I always wanted, and to feel the feeling of what it is to be abundant and rich. Manifesting by scripting. What is manifesting by scripting? Why does it work? How does it work? And what is the best way to get it to work? Also, how is it different than setting goals or making an intention? And is it better than making a vision board? In this video, we are going to cover all that and more. Also, we are going to cover the best practices on manifesting by scripting so that you too can manifest whatever you want into your life quickly and effortlessly. The idea of manifesting by scripting became popular after the Law of Attraction movie The Secret came out in 2007. Many Law of Attraction teachers taught how to do it. But over the years since then, refinements and improvements have evolved, which we will discuss here now. Dr. Joe Dispenza has his students in his advanced classes write down what it is that they want, and he created synchronizing meditations so that people could synchronize their energy and create the kind of brain coherence that they need to manifest what they want. What he has them do is to get into the theta brain state so that they can manifest. There are many successful Law of Attraction teachers who swear by scripting, and in this video we're going to cover what is common to all of the teachings and also what mistakes to avoid. Let's address the first question as to what scripting is. Writing is your strongest point of focus. It's best to write it by hand as opposed to typing on your computer because there are many more muscles and nerves involved in writing by hand than by typing, which will help to program your script into your subconscious mind. To manifest what you want through scripting, you have to first feel as if you already have what you want. With scripting, there are many different ways to do it. The key is to pick whatever feels best to you. The first most common way to script is to write it in the first person narrative and from the future after you have already received what you want. With this method, you would say something like, I am so grateful that I have my dream home, even though you don't have it yet. Then you could write more detail about your home and how excited you are to have it. You could write about your relationships, who you are in the world, how happy you are, the fantastic business you have, and more. Usually you will want to write about your wealth, health, and relationships. The key to scripting is to write about whatever is important to you and how it makes you feel to have what you have. The other method is writing the script as if you are in the third person narrative where you are the actual script writer. This was the original method as taught by Abraham, where Esther pretended she was writing her own story as if she were writing it like a movie with characters. And naturally, she was the main character writing about her wonderful life. In this case, Esther would write something like, Esther is a happy girl who knows how to powerfully and deliberately create what she wants. She lives in a beautiful home near the beach, etc., etc. In this method, the benefit is that you are not as likely to doubt what you are writing since it's from a third-person narrative. The first-person narrative is the most common one, but try both of them for yourself. See which one feels best to you. One thing that is clear from all the experts is that there isn't one real right or wrong way to script. Just do what feels best to you. Have fun with it. Do it because it feels good. Don't do it to manifest what you need right away because you'll offer up too much resistance, which will block the universe from being able to deliver what you want. This leads us to the next question to be answered. Why does it work? It works because of two reasons. First, the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what we imagine and what is real. So when we write out our new story, your subconscious mind will work to manifest it. But also, there is a spiritual or energetic process going on in the background where via the law of attraction, you will attract what you think and write about. The best way to get it to work is to feel as if what you want is already yours. What would it really feel like? Who would you be if you had everything that you wanted? How would you feel? One of the mistakes that a lot of people make is that they try to write their script when they are feeling stressed out, frustrated, or are worried and feeling depressed. The problem is that if you're feeling bad and you write your script, you risk manifesting the exact opposite of what you want. The universe will amplify the energy of how you feel when you either read or write your script. If you don't feel good when you write or read your script, the universe will hear how you feel and give you more circumstances, people, and events to match your lower vibration. So only write or read your script when you feel good. The key is to feel good when you write it to feel better, and only write when you're feeling good already. If you follow that advice, scripting should be an enjoyable, fun, inspiring experience. But how often should you script? Should you write about everything you want for each script? And how long should you do it? It all depends upon you. Most say to write or read your script every day. Some like to write about everything that they want, and then they read it twice a day for 30 days to get it to start to manifest. Others write a new script every day, but only write about one topic, not several. Some do it for only 30 days and then let it go, as they say, giving it up to the universe. That is called allowing what you want to come to you, as opposed to hyper-focusing on it and obsessing over it, which then lowers the vibration of your desire, which doesn't match the frequency of what you want. In other words, you have to match the frequency of what you write about and what you want to attract it to you. If you have tried scripting before and it hasn't worked, the problem may be that you don't believe that you can achieve what you wrote. For example, if you say that you are rich and famous, but you aren't close to being rich and famous yet, and you don't believe that it's even possible, then it won't manifest. But if you are like Jim Carrey, who at one point was on his way to becoming rich and famous, but wasn't there yet, then to him it felt possible. He wrote a check to himself for $10 million, post-dated it 3 years later, and dreamt about what it would be like to be rich and famous. 3 years later, almost to the day, he received a check for Dumb and Dumber for $10 million. The point isn't meant to discourage you to not think big. It's more about staying within your belief system for now. And then, as you manifest more of what you want, you are then at a new level where you can create more of what you want from your new place in life. In other words, write your script so that it stretches you beyond where you are right now, but not so far out there that it feels unbelievable to you. But if you're the type that is a total dreamer and it feels great to you to dream and script about being a billionaire, then do it. Skip all the levels and go for what you want in the end. The most important thing about scripting is to do what feels best to you. There is no one perfect way for everyone, since everyone is so different. That's good news because it helps you to learn to follow your intuition, which is your inner being. Don't get too much into your head about all of this. That's another problem. When you get overly analytical about it, it will not work. Go easy with it. Have fun. Do it because it feels good. How long should your script be? The consensus is about 1 page. It should take you only 10 minutes to write it or so. Write it in a way that milks the feeling. Write it in a way that helps to elevate the feeling that you have about it. Write about how and why it feels so great to have what you now have, even though you don't have it yet. One question is, how specific should your script be? For example, if you want to manifest the ideal person into your life, how much should you script about that person? The answer is to get as specific as you can and still feel good about it. For manifesting your mate, you can probably get very specific without any problem. In general, the more specific you get, the more real it will feel to you, and the more likely the universe will be able to give you exactly what you want. John Asif, a law of attraction coach, writer, and speaker who is in the movie The Secret, said that he manifested the exact house that he put on his vision board, and he didn't even realize it until years later. But if you try to manifest one specific person, it could be that that person is not available for whatever reason. However, the universe can and will give you exactly what you want, and even better, as long as it doesn't matter to you whose face comes along with the body. When you write your own script, do your best to milk the feeling as much as you can. For example, Instead of writing, I am so grateful now that I have more money, I am so grateful now that I have my new mate, write more about each of the things you want and really milk the feeling. For example, I am so grateful now that I have plenty of money in the bank and I love thinking about what I can buy next. It's so wonderful to live in abundance, to have the nicer things in life that I always wanted, and to feel the feeling of what it is to be abundant and rich. And I love my new mate, who is a perfect person for me in every way. I feel like we are soulmates, and I am so grateful to the universe for bringing us together. The point is to get on the high vibration of what it would feel like to have what you want, and then to milk it for as much as you can within 10 minutes or so. Elaborate on each subject about how you feel having it. Once you have done this for 30 days in a row, the next step is also up to you. You can stop writing your script and let it go, trusting in the universe to deliver the goods to you in due time. Or you could continue scripting every day, every week, or even just once a month. Or you could do it only after you manifest something that you want, and now you want something more. There is no shame in wanting more in your life. And when you manifest what you want, you'll then be in a position to manifest at a higher level. The number of levels is infinite. You were born a creator, and that is who you are. That is what you do. What is the difference between goal setting, intention, and scripting? Goal setting is good too, but it doesn't have you pretend that you already have what you want. There is no drawing power from the universe with goal setting because most of us stay in the feeling of lack, the vibration of not having reached the goal yet. But if you can combine your goal setting with scripting, then you have the best of both worlds. You can have the practicality of setting goals, but write it as if you already have accomplished it. An intention is a short-term desire to have something manifest. The statement, I intend that my morning drive is safe, easy, and stress-free, is a powerful thought for the next segment of time in your life. Usually, you don't need to write an intention down because it's more of a dynamic, in-the-moment type of tool to manifest. The only remaining question that has not been addressed yet is, does scripting work better than making a vision board? The answer is, it all depends upon you. If you are inspired more by a vision board, then that is what you should focus on. But if scripting works better, then do that instead. One law of attraction teacher says to combine both. You can create a scrapbook of pictures of all the things that you want and include your scripting right along with it. There are many options when it comes to scripting. It's a fun exercise to do. You have nothing to lose, everything to gain, and it will work if you believe it. Elevate your vibration and become a vibrational match to all that you want. One last thing to know is that you will still have to take inspired action. It's not likely that everything that you want will magically be delivered to your front door, although that could happen. Instead, you'll need to follow your heart and take the action steps necessary to get what you want. But it should be easy and enjoyable. The journey in life is supposed to be joyful. A joyful journey will lead to a joyful outcome, and likewise, an unhappy journey cannot lead you to a joyful outcome. Try scripting today. Get excited about it. Write about things you want that you don't have right now, but that you do believe you can get. Do it because it's fun and it feels good, and milk it when it feels good for all it's worth. And then before you know it, everything you scripted will manifest for you. You can take that to the bank.